What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing out there? I hope everything is going well. Um, and I have to make sure that everything is well with you guys because this current place that we're in, man, uh, people are like most people are demonically possessed, man. There's nothing else to say. That's just what it is. It's something that you can't, I can't change or take away. You know, I'm not an exorcist, and neither are you. You know, I'm not sure I would want to take on a profession like that anyway. I mean, if that's what the Most High God assigns me to do, then, I guess. But other than that, I try to avoid them. I try to avoid the demons, bro. The interactions with these demons, man. I deal with enough spiritual things already. I try to, uh, I try to limit that as much as possible, but it's only so much that can be helped, you know. Um, so anyway, man, it's important to remain strong, remain vigilant right now. Um, you have to train mentally and spiritually uh, daily. Um, Even when you burn out, you need a day or two off. You know what I mean? That's fine too. Sleep it off because what people don't realize is when you harness spiritual energy, depending on how you use it, it can take a toll on you. It will wipe you out. Like sometimes you will have to sleep for days. You know, you're not like normal people. Your body isn't like a normal person's either because you live a spiritual life. Like I always tell you guys, they have a habit of putting truth in fiction, unfortunately, you know, because some of you probably already noticed I seem to know a lot about, fictional characters and things like that. Like I said, I used to be in all that stuff when I was younger, and I still like these things to a degree. But the difference now versus back then is back then I didn't know uh, anything about spirituality and the spiritual aspects that's being displayed in these franchises. They do it a lot in fiction, yo. I'm not joking. Like for example, like Doctor Strange, the Doctor Strange comic books. Doctor Strange does not eat foods that a normal person would eat. He doesn't sleep the way a normal person would either. Why? Because he's delving into spiritual stuff, bro. He's a sorcerer. He borrows magic from the dark side, bro. They're even putting this stuff in comic books, bro. These things that are real. The stuff people actually do. They're borrowing from the powers of the dark side. He does the same thing, bro. He just gets portrayed as a superhero, but he's using dark magic, yo. He summons demons and borrows power from them, man, in exchange for part of his soul. Yeah, bro. Sound familiar? I'm trying to tell you, man. So yeah, the point I was making is when you're leading a spiritual life, things that affect you physically are going to start to affect you in a way that it wouldn't affect other people, man. Like, other people probably wouldn't be able to survive some of the things that you could because your body is different, bro. You don't even need as much sleep anymore. You're noticing, like, yo, man, there's so much that goes on with me, man. At one point in my life, man, uh, I was sleeping a lot, man, and I was always getting pulled into the spiritual realm. I would be having I remember I'd be dreaming about stuff. I'd be having conversations with people, but the conversations wouldn't be normal, yo. And I think they were just dreams. So I'm thinking back on these stuff, some of these things now, man. They weren't just dreams, bro. I've even been approached by ancient demons, ancient entities, bro. I got approached by Leviathan twice, bro. I got approached by what appeared to me looked like Odin from Norse mythology. He just showed up out of nowhere, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, man, it'd be a lot of things I don't say anything about, man. I can't just discuss things like this in open conversation, if that makes sense. Like I said before, so whenever I'm speaking with anyone about anything, even if I know you, I have to limit my thoughts to a base level because I understand there are things that you don't understand. Not because you're stupid or anything like that. You just don't live you don't lead a spiritual life. You know what I mean? You could be an empath and not lead a spiritual life because you're not familiar with self. It happens all the time. So, but yeah, like I said, man, um, your life would start to change, bro. Like things would start to happen around you that are not normal. Like, like when I was a sinner, man, a lot of the spiritual things that was happening around me during that time, it was like dark stuff, man. It was like dark stuff. I wouldn't be like delving into dark stuff, but um it would be like it'd be like dark energy surrounding me because I was leading a sinful life, bro. Like I said before, I wasn't a bad person for the most part. It was just that I had a habit. I struggled with temptations. I struggled with temptations. You know what I'm saying? And once I got over those temptations, man, everything else is a piece of cake because I ain't do nothing anyway. I wasn't really doing anything like that, really, bro. You know what I mean? I just, you know what I mean? I like women. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I was a womanizer like my roommate Kay was. My roommate was a womanizer. That guy was a womanizer. Me, I never would have be dealing with that many women at the same time, even if I know they like me. A lot of them wouldn't know where I live. You know, some of them ask me out there, hey, you want to do something? No. Plus, during that time, I was already in a relationship anyway. So, but yeah. So anyway, like I said, man, it's like on the flip side, once I stopped doing those things, following my temptations, now it's like the spiritual things that are happening in me with me are in reverse now. It's I don't know how to explain it, man. It's not like a shroud of darkness, man. Like, see, during this time, man, I didn't know where my life was headed, man. I didn't know where I was going to end up, and I didn't care. I used to be, I just didn't care. I didn't know who I was. But it's like once you discover your purpose and know who you are, it's like everything changes. It's like you live. It's like you got to live two lives instead of one. It's crazy. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace.